It is time for Money Tuesday, and we are talking about your year-end tax planning. And with us now is Stewart Welch to talk about this under a Trump presidency, how things are going to change a bit, but what you need to do this year before the end of the year, right?
I hope everybody will get out a pen and paper and make a few notes.
Okay, this is a little complicated, but really when we wrap it up, I think you'll understand what he means.
Yeah, so what's happening is if you can take deductions this year, they're worth more. And the reason is that your highest tax rate this year is 39.6, plus you have the Obamacare tax 3.8, an additional 3.8%. The Obamacare tax is going away next year, according to Trump, and he's going to lower the highest rate from 39.6 to 33%.
So let's just focus on your giving and your deductions for this year, for what that means for you.
So you want to take as many deductions as you can this year, postpone income into next year to the extent you can. So let's just say accelerated expenses. The first thing is accelerated expenses. You're going to post, so for example, you could wait, you could take your mortgage for January and take it now.
Okay.
And that moves that interest deduction into this year.
When you say pay it early?
Pay it early.
Okay.
Instead of waiting until January to pay your January mortgage payment, pay it in
do?
December. It's going to move that interest into this year, which is deductible. So
which goes on your next year's taxes.
Which goes on your next year's taxes. So that's one. State of Alabama, you can wait and pay your state of Alabama tax in as late as April 15th. If you pay it in December, you're going to get a federal tax deduction for that. That's going to help you as well.
Things like just giving to charity.
Giving to charity. So when you give to charity, think about what you're going to give next year. And if you're willing to give it this year, give it in advance, then you're going to get a bigger tax deduction. Again, because the tax rates are higher. And so that deduction is going to mean more to you. Okay,
so on the outset, when we first started talking about this, it sounds like, well, gosh, if Donald Trump is going to drop the tax rate to 33%, that's not really a good thing when you're thinking about your deductions. But you say what?
Well, you get more income.
So throughout the year, you get to keep more of your money.
Yes, but I would say this, a $10,000 charitable deduction that was next year, and if you bring it in this year, you'll get an extra $1,000 of tax benefit by doing it this year. And that's because of the differences in the deduction for the tax rates. Okay,
so and you said some people will say, you know, lowering the tax rate only helps.
Well, they'll say, the detractors will say that a lower tax rate helps the top 10% of income earners. And assuming those income earners are mostly business owners, those people are going to take that and use it to expand their businesses and create more jobs. Let me just cover one more thing, because this is an opportunity for people. They got 401k. Take a minute, look at your 401k. If you hadn't maxed it out, particularly if you hadn't captured all the
because you may have a paycheck or two left.
You've got a paycheck or two left. Go to HR, accelerate, put more money in your 401k. Again, you're going to get more tax benefit because of that tax deduction. This year is going to be worth more than next year.
Okay. So these are things, and there's not much time left, but these are a few things that you can do that are pretty easy, right?
Yep. And listen, there's a whole list of them that we're going to put on your website so they can go there and pick it up and read the whole thing.
Okay. So spending a little bit more this year, save you some on taxes next year, and then when the whole new tax rate comes into effect, chances are folks are going to be able to keep a little bit more of their money.
Everybody's going to benefit, I believe. Just about everybody's going to benefit next year with more money in their pocket. So I think that's going to be good. I think it's going to stimulate the economy. It's certainly, I think business owners are going to be optimistic and they're going to expand and create jobs.
All right. So in the meantime, though, if you were thinking about giving, go ahead and give. Go ahead and add to your 401k.
And go to your website, get the full list.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you.